Welcome to video T.1B, more on reflections. So here's the technical definition of a reflection. A reflection is a transformation across a line called the line of reflection, so that the line of reflection is the perpendicular bisector of each segment joining each point in its image. A lot of words, I'll show you what it means in practice. So you're going to need your ruler, and I prefer to use the centimeter side, so get that ready. We're going to draw the reflection of the quadrilateral ABCD across this green line. Okay, so here's the three steps. Step one, draw perpendicular helper lines from each vertex. So let me show you how to do that first. To get perpendicular lines to this line here, what I do is I kind of use a marking on the ruler and try to line it up so it's parallel to that line, and that's going to be a rough way to get my perpendicular. So I'll start for point A. I'm going to move this ruler such that it lines up there, then I'll shift it up, and what you want to do is make sure that that helper line goes at least this distance beyond, because that's where I'm actually going to be going. So I'll do that for A. Once you do one, you can say you kind of want to be parallel to that, so I could do C really quickly. Try to make these lines all be parallel to each other. I could do B, and I could do D down here. Again, trying to be perpendicular. Okay, these lines all appear to be parallel, perpendicular here. That's step one. Step two, measure the distance from each vertex to that line. I measured them on the piece of paper already. So A to the line was 3.2, B to the line was 1.7, C to the line was 0.9, D to the line was 1.7. So you could use your ruler and just do those measurements right here. Make sure you put your zero mark on the point and measure appropriately. Then all you want to do for step three is go that same distance beyond the line of reflection along the helper line. So I'll start with A. Again, my measurements will be slightly different. So pretending this is 3.2, on mine it's right about there. So going beyond. For B it was 1.7. Again, on mine it's slightly different. It's going to be right there. C was 0.9 for yours. Let's see here. Okay, we'll go right there. And then D for yours was 1.7. Again, mine is slightly different. We'll go right there. And what I suggest you do is label each point with the prime. So this is A prime, C prime, B prime, and D prime. And you want to connect them in the same order, A, B, C, D. Use my ruler. Oops. And then just to make it stand out a little bit, I'll shade these in. So this is just literally the mirror reflection across that line. So again, the key thing is the perpendicular helper lines and those measurements. Everything else is kind of makes sense. So there you have it, the technical definition of a reflection and how to perform one with a ruler.